Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Now this is the $5 Dell PC. Some of you guys may remember that I bought this on eBay a while back for about £4, which is roughly close to $5. So anyway, I did make a follow-up video after I had upgraded a couple of components, namely the processor and the RAM, and I'd planned to stick a graphics card in this thing to turn it into a moderately priced budget gaming PC. But as most of you know, we never really got that far because the thing blew up in my face. It was actually the PSU that took the motherboard with it, and since that point a lot of you guys were offering to send me replacement parts for it, replacement systems, and I decided from the start I didn't really want to replace the whole unit because this was the original $5 Dell, and if one of you guys sent me one for free it sort of wouldn't be the same. However, I was willing to accept replacement parts, and after sort of thinking about what I wanted to do with the whole unit, I received a message from someone who lives quite close to where I do, who actually owns a PC shop, and they offered to repair the Dell for me free of charge because they had seen the video, which to be honest is quite insane. So about 3 or 4 days later I received a phone call telling me that this system was now in perfect working order. So I went down to pick it up, and it turns out that the motherboard had been replaced not by a brand new one but by a refurbished pre-owned Dell motherboard from a Dell resupplier, as well as the power supply. Now speaking of the power supply, I was told that this was pretty much on its last legs. In fact, it was a miracle that it was still running the system. The Core 2 Quad Q6600, which I originally thought was the cause for this thing blowing up, turns out it's actually on Dell's official CPU support list, so that wouldn't have been the case. I was pretty much told whatever I put in there, even if I took the CPU out and tried to power this thing on, the power supply would have gone eventually because it was so clogged full of dust and it was pretty much frying itself from the inside out, aside from the fact it was just old as well. And I really had no idea it was in such a poor condition, but it's typical that when you obtain something, it always happens after you buy it, and now I know why they were selling it so cheap. So originally when I did obtain this Dell, I had planned to turn it into a budget gaming PC, and after putting a Core 2 Quad in there and the 4GB of RAM, I was just looking for a graphics card when this whole sort of system blowing up thing happened, and now I've decided that we are going to be doing that again. Or we're going to be trying again at least. Let's hope it doesn't blow up again. But now that the motherboard's been replaced, now that the power supply has been replaced, I've taken the hard drive out and I plan to stick an SSD in here at some point. Basically, we're going to upgrade this thing properly and we're going to turn it into a pretty beefy system. Before I had trouble finding a graphics card because it wouldn't fit in the PCI Express slot due to the small case and the stupid design of the actual case itself. But this time we're sort of going to modify it at all costs. We're going to make something fit in this system. And at the end of all this, we're going to be giving it away as well. So at the moment I've got a couple of other projects that I'm working on that you will be informed about very soon. This has sort of turned into an announcement video now, guys. But I'm working on a couple of things, a little bit of a collaboration on the way as well. So stay tuned for all that. Like I say, I'm glad that the Dell has now been resuscitated, and I will be working on it over perhaps the next couple of weeks, maybe a month, to see what we can turn this thing into, but hopefully we'll make it into something that is more than capable of playing all the latest games at 1080p. But we're just going to have to wait and see how that turns out. As I'm here, I'd just like to also take this time to thank you guys for the massive support on this channel. I was thinking how far we've come in the last few months, and it really does mean a lot to me that so many of you are here now watching these videos that I put out. Yeah, it's just insane. So once again, thank you so much. Thank you for watching this video as well. Hopefully things will return back to normal now with the $5 Dell, and I can finally start working on it again rather than it just sitting in the corner of my bedroom gathering dust. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support. Leave a like on this video if you like. Leave a dislike if you didn't like it all that much. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next one when we will be taking a look at some more bargain hardware.